Welcome to this presentation of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup, live on YouTube and brought to you by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dalton Stadium for this U.S. Open Cup qualifier between Dalton United FC and Pre-College Developmental Academy. Please now, if you're able to, rise for the playing of our national anthem.
And welcome to Dalton Stadium here in Dalton, Georgia for this beginning of the 2025 Lamar Hunt Open Cup qualifying rounds. I am Larry Weaver to bring you all the action today here at Dalton Stadium. We have two great matches, or two great teams representing the UPSL conference. Pre-College Developmental Academy out of the Kentucky-Tennessee Conference, taking on Dalton United out of the UPSL Georgia Conference. It is a beautiful afternoon and evening for soccer here in Dalton. 84 degrees, feels like 87, winds of only 3 miles an hour. So it is pristine out there, to say the least. We take a look at the standings for these two teams that are competing in the UPSL. Like I said, Pre-College DA out of the Kentucky-Tennessee region. They are currently in 5th place this fall. They have played 7 matches. They are currently 2-2-3. They are scored 14 goals, so they are averaging approximately 2 goals per match. Dalton United, 5 matches into the conference. They are perfect, 5-0-0, 17 goals scored. They're averaging just right at 3 goals a match. So Dalton United coming into this just a little bit ahead of this pre-college DA squad. We'll see if that continues. Dalton United, a well-known team here on ASMG TV if you watch through the regular season of the UPSL seasons. We just ended the 2024 Open Cup finals just a few nights back. LAFC defeating Sporting Kansas City to lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy for the first time. Dalton United are going to get us underway. They are in their traditional white kits with red arms and stripes. They'll be moving from right to left. Pre-college DA in the black kits moving from left to right. And there is the whistle to be underway here at Dalton Stadium. Thank you for joining us tonight for this great opportunity to see some lower league soccer qualifying here in the Lamar Hunt Open Cup, what will be the 2025 season. Dalton United are just going to move it around the back. As they do, they play very defensively, have a lot of possession throughout the match. Their path forward is always through their defense. Very, very strong back there with the two Saldanas, Villatoro and Herrera. Ball is out for a pre-college throw. Nice long throw in. Just able to keep it in. Was Polidori. That ball is out. Will be a throw. One thing to keep an eye on as we watch this match, ladies and gentlemen, when you see throw-ins deep in the final third of pre-college, this Dalton United squad, the throw-ins are almost like corners themselves. They have such power from these two Saldana boys, Hernan Saldana, number 23, and Brandon Saldana, number 17. Both of them with that perfect little secret missile of an arm to throw it in. Trying to move the ball forward is pre-college DA, not able to do so far. And there is Hernan Saldana. He's going to throw it in, looking for a path forward. As you can see there, that's a good 30-plus yards of a throw-in. Hope everybody is enjoying. That ball's going to go out off of Perry, and that'll be a throw-in for pre-college. Hope everybody's enjoying their Sunday evening. Seeing another great opportunity of soccer as Medina moving through the forward. Blocked by pre-college DA. Now here comes the counter from pre-college. Nice long ball across. That ball's a little too far. It's going to go right into the hands of Greedy's. Greedy's sharing the goal this season. Each of the keepers for Dalton United, each getting about 45 minutes throughout each match between Greedy's and Soria. You can see this just calm movement out of the back by Dalton United. Nice long ball sent there from Villatoro. Working down that far side. Saldana trying to do something there. It's going to get knocked. Just able to keep it in. And there it is, out. Will be a throw for Dalton United. This is going to be the first opportunity to see this dangerous throw-in that Dalton United has. Lost signal there for 1 second. Of course, as always, we'll get it back up for you. And we're back underway. Good ball sent forward there by Perry. Just not going to be able to control it is number 7, Cholo Hernandez. And unfortunately, during that little time, and we weren't able to showcase it, and I wanted to show you on that throw-in, Dalton United were able to score, so it is 1-0 Dalton United versus Pre-College DA. I'll definitely apologize about that. We lost signal from the cameras. We will definitely, we have it recorded. We will show everybody on social media. Apologize for that. Dalton United with the goal early in this match. It's 1-0 Dalton United versus Pre-College DA. Worked off the ball there was Dalton. Pre-College now. Coming over here to the near line. Herrera wins it back for Dalton. Saldana, he's going to go back. And Villatoro is going to send it over to the far side. Here comes Pre-College now. Trying to get that ball to Matthew Asakwi. Here comes a ball into the box, cleared away by Saldana. And just calm as you would like it, Villatoro. He's going to go out, but it's going to be picked up by A.J. Elaine. Just able to keep it in was Herrera and cleared away by the Dalton defense. Cholo trying to put the Pre-College man in 6s and 7s. That would be number 33, Zion Ash, but he was able to control it. Foul committed. And this is going to be a foul committed right about 38 yards out. It's going to be on that far side. Look for this ball just to be kind of placed into the box. Give an opportunity. It's Tommaso Polidori over the ball into the box and out for a goal kick. Switching over here to the near side to Saldana. Hernan's going to come back to him. He's going to look for a path forward. Back to Villatoro. Closing down the space is number 23. Hernan again. Just calm as you would like it would be Dalton United. Moving forward through center circle. Now over to the far channel. All the way back to the defense and around the horn over to Perez. That pass just didn't get to Herrera in time, and it will roll out for a throw for Pre-College. Elaine gets us back underway, knocked out yet again. Be another throw. Elaine gets us back underway. Polidori all the way back to Ash. Gets it all the way over on the far side. Moving through the gears forward. Into the channel. Nice 1-2. Just a little too far in front of him, but still under possession is Pre-College. Mason Whistler with the ball. Now swapped over here to the near side. Back to Elaine. AJ sending it forward. Cut off. Medina. 1-2. Ramirez. Herrera. Back to Ramirez. The captain's going to send it forward. Now Perry is going to go over to the far side. Again, if this is your first time seeing these teams, Dalton United plays very methodically through the back. Pre-College DA out of the Kentucky-Tennessee system of the UPSL. Dalton United out of the UPSL Georgia Conference. Wins the ball, does Ramirez, the captain, trying to get it up to Cholo. He loses control, but still under the possession of Dalton United. Now, Saldana. Tony goes back over, and now to Perez, looking for somewhere to go. He's going to go forward to Ramirez. Nice little ball forward to Herrera, but he's going to be called offsides. Good little build-up of play for Dalton. So you are watching this Lamar Hunt 2025 Open Cup qualifier between Dalton United FC and Pre-College DA. Currently, Dalton United has a 1-0 lead over Pre-College. Trying to get through into the box. Foul going to be committed there by Villatoro on number 23, Asakwi. So this is going to be a prime opportunity for Pre-College. It's going to be number 8, Mason Whistler, over the ball. Center official going to mark out the 10 yards for the Dalton United defense. Have them come back about 4 or 5 yards. Let's see what Mason can do here. Nice little ball lifted over to the back post. Just headed away. Still in possession of Pre-College. 2 players trying to take a shot. Cleared away by Dalton United. Mason. Nice little 1-2 there. Didn't get it right. Got a player down for Dalton United, and that is Tony Saldana, who is down. That was off the ball. Holding his right side. Didn't see exactly what caused that. Gives an opportunity for this Pre-College DA squad to have a conversation with the coach. Gives us an opportunity to thank some of the sponsors for Dalton United to bring you this coverage of this Open Cup qualifier. Gallant Goat, Taboo, Mohawk, JD Concrete, Courtside Boys, Polo Alegre, Awad Law Firm, and Uniforms to Go. Dalton United thanks all their sponsors that helps them and gives them the opportunity to have these matches presented to you live right here on the ASMG TV network on YouTube. If you like what we do, we always ask that you like and subscribe, as it always helps. Now, Hernan Saldana is going to receive it. He's going to switch the play over to the far side, not able to get the ball to Brandon Saldana, as we are just chock-a-block full of Saldanas on this Dalton United squad. Ramirez has it. He's going to try to get it forward. Able to get it to Medina. Now here comes a break for Dalton United. Perez is going to be able to get it over to Herrera on this near side. He's trying to switch play, but it bounces right back to him off of the defense of Pre-College DA. Hernan Saldana surveys the field, elects to go back to Villatoro. He moves it up towards Perry. Zach Perry is able to get through. He takes a shot, and that one's hit well high and over the bar, out for a goal kick. Let's see here on this chance, you see here, Zach Perry makes it around two defenders for Pre-College, decides to take a once himself, and that one is about 20 yards too high, if I'm being facetious, but high nonetheless. That ball's going to be knocked out. It's going to be a throw, and this is going to be another opportunity, unfortunately, when we weren't able to show you last time because of a signal loss. We'll show you this time just how dangerous these throw-ins can be for Dalton United. As you see, number 23, Hernan Saldana, coming up to take this throw. We will show you that goal on social media. Nice long throw in. Look at how long that throw is. Punched out. Still in possession. Poked. Calling for a handball is Dalton United. Center official is going to go over and talk to the AR, because it was on the far side. We couldn't see it through the cascade of players. But they were calling for a handball, was Dalton United. Center official coming in. What decision has been made? Center official is looking in his pockets for something. I believe he's looking for a card. Trying to get you the best camera angle. A red card has been issued to the Pre-College DA player. Let's look at that again, folks. A red card has been issued. You see the throw in. It gets punched down. And I guess that what they were calling is they're calling take a look at it again. Look at what happened to number 8, Perez, for Dalton United as this ball comes in, and you see number 8 kind of stick his leg out, that number being Mason Whistler, and I believe no, Mason is still on the field. I don't see who was the red card issued to, but a penalty has been called. A red card has been issued to Pre-College DA. This is not going Pre-College way at all. In the meantime, it's number 7, Ezekiel Cholo Hernandez, who's come up to take this for Dalton United. And with the left, Cholo puts it away. Dalton United 2, Pre-College DA 0. That was an interesting series of events. We'll see if we can take a look at the action again. You see the throw come in. It bounces out. And I don't know who was the player that was carded. Nonetheless, it is now Dalton United 2, Pre-College DA 0, with a player now down for Pre-College. This is a heavy, heavy hill for Pre-College to climb, traveling all the way from Tennessee down here to Dalton United. It's not as far as if they were to, say, go to Atlanta or something of that nature, with Dalton United really being only about 30 minutes off of the Chattanooga border. Still travel nonetheless. Cleared away by Dalton United there. See if I can verify who it was that was red carded, because that's really the first card to be issued the entire match. And we instantly get a red card here in the 20th minute. And you saw it was a conference between the AR on that far side and the center official. As something was seen through that cascade of players. I couldn't see it from the angle that we have in the press box. Into the box, cleared away by Villatoro. And that one going all the way out. Actually still kept in. That was amazing. Switch of play. That one coming back here to AJ Elaine. AJ moving forward. Not able to keep control of it. Was a Sakwi. Allows Dalton United to get back underway. Dalton United, a team that knows how to put numbers on the board, especially when they are feeling open and confident. They will start to put large sets of numbers up on the board. Their last match in the UPSL defeated Georgia Athletic SC 3-1 last weekend. Slow and methodical is Dalton United as always. Ramirez giving it over to Brandon Saldana. It's going to come back all the way to Villatoro and over here to Hernan Saldana. They're just going to trade passes while they can. Perez to Saldana, over to Perry. Trying to send it forward, gets cut off by Pre-College DA. Good movement by Pre-College, but it remains to be back in their final third, and it allows Dalton United to win possession. They're going to switch play over here to the near side to Herrera. He's going to go to Ramirez. He comes forward to Cholo and back to Herrera. Ramirez, Herrera, and Hernan Saldana moving forward. That one taking a clip off of AJ. In possession is, and that ball is right on the line, is going to be called out for a throw for Dalton United. And it's going to be Hernan with another throw, this time electing to go short to Ramirez. Going to try to switch play, but not a good pass. Still win possession is Dalton United. Medina tried to poke that through to Cholo, not able to do so. Allows Pre-College to counterattack. Working down that far side. Gets around two men. Asakwe has to go back. Wins possession. Polidori coming over here to the near side. Hayes, haven't called his name yet. Ryder Hayes doesn't get that pass right to Asakwe at all. Allows Dalton United to regain possession and begin the methodical push forward. Back and forth. Cholo, Perry, Medina, and they will do this 1-2 pass back and forth to each other, then forward. This is a team that can be extremely dangerous with confidence, this Dalton United squad. We've seen them make their way through the UPSL Georgia Conference multiple times. They've been to the national tournament for the UPSL once, losing as a double team from Tennessee Tempo and Mother Nature. That game was riddled with a microburst that ended in an indoor finish, and they fell to a very strong Tennessee Tempo team last spring season. Like I said, 56 different organizations from the UPSL have entered into this 2025 qualifying rounds of the Lamar Hunt Open Cup. These two teams being the only two representatives from both Georgia and Tennessee. Here comes a shot from Medina, saved by the keeper. That's a good save. Number 15, Grant Clothier, is the keeper for Pre-College DA. Got that one right. Down the line, over here to Whistler. He hits the deck as he sends it back to AJ. Still in possession. Over here to Hayes. Trying to move through the gears for Pre-College, but cut off by Herrera. Now here comes an attack from Dalton. Cholo Hernandez tried to slide it over to Perry, not going to be able to do so. It's going to be knocked out, but it will be a corner for Dalton United. Let's see here, just working through the gears. Cholo tries to lay it off to Perry and deflect it off. Out for this corner. Deflected off of Polidori, number 20. This will be an in-swinger. Coming in from Herrera. Headed away by Pre-College. Perry's going to go back over to Herrera, but he's called offsides. Good offside trap by Pre-College. 31 minutes into this Open qualifying match for the Open Cup, and it is 2-0 Dalton United over Pre-College DA. Larry Weaver bringing you all the action here on ASMG TV here at Dalton Stadium in Dalton, Georgia. This beautiful Sunday evening. Perry's going to send that over to the far side. As you are just coming in, a red card was issued to Pre-College. Still trying to verify which player it was that was red carded. And a penalty was called for something. We have to go back and watch if it was a handball, if it was some sort of deliberate attempt to keep the ball out of the goal. Nonetheless, a red card was issued to Pre-College, and the penalty was converted by number 7, Ezekiel Cholo Hernandez, for Dalton United. 2-0. Harnan Saldana with possession now. He's going to go back to Villatoro. Over there to Brandon Saldana. And we're just going to pass it back and forth together like we do so often here in the Dalton United structure. Coach Kiko has created a very well-oiled machine. Here's an opportunity for Dalton United, trying to lift it over to the top to Cholo. Still with possession. Coach Kiko has done such a great work with this Dalton United squad. There's trying to get something off of that one, but cleared away by Ty Powell, number 3 for Pre-College. And this ball is going to be put into the box, cleared away by number 11, AJ Elaine. He's everywhere for this Pre-College team as they're down a man and going to be for quite some time. That one rolls out. Will be a corner. Standing over the ball, getting ready for the in-swinger is Ramirez, Jurgen Ramirez. Into the box, a little too long. Hernan trying to do something with it. It's going to get knocked out, and will be another corner. Just going to swap sides. Herrera will have this one. This will be another in-swinger. Into the box. Headed away by Pre-College. Back in is Ramirez, and that one's going to go over the bar and out of the stadium. It'll be a goal kick for Pre-College DA. allows the keeper, Clothier, to get us back underway. Nice long boot. That one's very short on the ground. Not the best of clearances, but still under control. There's what he wanted to do. Nice ball out over to Asakwe. Back to Hayes. Hayes dribbling through center and forward to, and an offsides is going to be committed by Pre-College DA. Plenty of time for Greedies to retain that ball, get ready for Dalton United to get us back underway. 37 minutes we have entered. Don't expect a whole lot of stoppage time so far. Maybe a minute. It's been very, very quick. Not a whole lot of fouls committed by either side. Herrera is going to be called offsides there, well in front of the back line. It's going to allow AJ to get us back underway, sharing it with Whistler. He's going to go back to the keeper. And Grant is going to just go right back over to AJ. He's going to try to send it forward. Has possession for a minute, but just no movement there from Asakwe. Loses possession on a really just timid pass. Doesn't try to go back after the ball, but they win possession back, does Pre-College. Working down that far line. Brandon Saldana is just going to escort that ball out for a goal kick. And we're back underway. Perry's going to send a long ball over on the far side, but offsides will be called on Tony Saldana. Good to see Tony's moving around fine after that little bit of a, I almost would say a hip flexor injury earlier in the match. Just took a shot to the side, but he is back up and he's moving around just fine. Sent forward. Dalton United with plenty of space to move forward. Herrera working down this near line. Slides it back to Medina. It's going to go over to Perry. Back forward again, back to Tony Saldana. He receives it this time. He's onside, goes back to Herrera. Herrera lifts it forward, tries to work around the defender, not going to be able to do so. Will be a foul for Pre-College. Hayes was a little disappointed. He wanted that to be played advantage. AJ is able to get the ball over to Polidori, but loses it when he's trying to pass it to Hayes. Medina and Perry thought about sending it forward to Saldana, thought otherwise. Gives it to Ramirez. Ramirez muffs that pass, allows Asakwe to win possession for Pre-College. They bounce it around, and it's going to be Whistler giving it back over to the back line. Powell is going to send it over to the far side. Now over to AJ here on the near line. going to send it forward. Pushed back is Herrera. He wins possession for Dalton United. Gets past one defender, but not the second. And cleared away by Powell. Hernan Saldana is going to send it over to Perry. She's going to give it right back to him and over to Villatoro. Tony Saldana, and Hayes is going to punch that one forward. Controlled by Polidori. Over here to Fuentes Cortez, and he's going to send it forward, and that one's going to be offsides. Maddox Madrid, number 13, that drifted offside. Hernan Saldana to Perry. Right in center circle. Going to send it forward long over here on the near side to Herrera. He's going to run it down into the box. Hits the brakes. Lifts it across to center. Not able to get it a shot off. Perez was thinking about a shot. Not able to do so. Or I'm sorry, that was Perry who was thinking about sending the shot. Allows Dalton United to reset once again. 42 minutes through this first half of this Open Cup qualifier for the 2025 Lamar Hunt Open Cup. It is the UPSL Georgia squad, Dalton United FC, taking on the UPSL Kentucky Tennessee Pre-College Developmental Academy. Pre-College DA suffering a red card in the first half, and Dalton United with a goal from a throw-in and a penalty. Grant gets us back underway. Nice long ball forward, straight up into the air. Off of Hernan Saldana. Villatoro gives it right back to Saldana. He goes forward to Perry and Jurgen and Medina. So many short passes that happens from the movement of this Dalton United attack. Good switch over to Brandon Saldana. He's looking for a path forward. Zach Perry's going to send it forward to Cholo Hernandez. And he's going to cross it. Tried to get it to Frank Herrera. But just enough of a touch on that was Fuentes Cortez. Allows the keeper for Pre-College to collect it and get it back underway. Still a lot of soccer to be played here at Dalton Stadium. Plenty of time for Pre-College DA to find their way back in, even being a man down. There's still an opportunity. Trading the ball back around is Pre-College and Dalton United. Zach Perry sends it forward to Cholo. Medina called offsides. He was all alone over on that left-hand side. That pass cut off once again by Dalton United. Ramirez. Herrera now, back to Ramirez. Back to Saldana. Hernan's going to go forward. And these teams just completely in control. Here comes Cholo Hernandez, and he was called offsides as he was just a step in front of AJ, number 11 of pre-college DA. It's going to allow Whistler to come back and just get us back underway. Over to Powell. Over to Fellaini. Lose possession for a quick second, but still under control. Pre-college, forward to Whistler. Lose possession. But Polidori is there to clean it up. Powell getting around one Dalton man. Fouled, committed. Off of Ramirez. He wanted to take it quickly. Medina in the way. This is where you can result in a card if you're not careful. And the card is issued to Frank Medina. I was going to say, Francisco Medina, he's going to receive that yellow card. And that's just getting in the way and causing havoc when the team's trying to get it back underway. So, yellow card for Medina here in the 48th minute. Here comes through the gears for pre-college. Able to get it in the right place. Good ball to Fuentes Cortez. Just not able to control it. This is good movement by pre-college. They're not giving up. That one goes all the way out. And finally makes its way out for a goal kick. Still waiting for the final whistle of the first half to go to halftime. This is just going to be a simple tap and allows. And there it is. Halftime here at Dalton Stadium. And it's going all the way of the home squad, Dalton United. Currently, Dalton United 2, pre-college DA 0. Pre-college DA also sitting on a red card issued early in the match. We'll see if we can find you out some information on exactly what caused that to transpire, and we'll bring it to you here in a few moments. Until then, it is Dalton United 2, pre-college DA 0. And welcome back here to Dalton Stadium here for this U.S. Open Cup 2025 qualifier between pre-college DA out of the UPSL Kentucky-Tennessee Conference along the Dalton United FC out of the UPSL Georgia Conference. Dalton United with a 2-0 lead over pre-college DA. Larry, we were giving you all the action here on the Atlantic Soccer Media Group, ASMG TV. Thank you for joining us this evening. Dalton United opened up the scoring in the 5th minute with a goal from Francisco Medina, number 21. A red card was issued to number 33, Zion Ash from pre-college DA for a deliberate handball in the box in the 19th minute, and then allows on the 21st minute, number 7, Ezekiel Cholo Hernandez with the second goal from the penalty spot for Dalton United. That is how we get to the 2-0 scoreline. Also, with the red card, that gives a very, very long time for pre-college DA to play a man down, almost 80 minutes. Pre-college DA will get us underway in this second half. They are going to be in the black kits. They're moving from right to left. Dalton United in the white kits with red trim. They're moving from left to right. Just about to get you underway, and here we are for the next 45 at Dalton Stadium. Dalton United holding a solid 2-0 lead. We'll see what changes pre-college DA made at halftime, see what they can do, and get on the score sheet in some degree. Working down that far line over to AJ Acclain with a shot on goal, but controlled by Greedies, the keeper for Dalton United. First real opportunity for pre-college in quite some time. Again, good movement for Dalton United. That one's going to roll out of bounds. Nothing Frank Herrera could do. Allows pre-college to get back underway. Loses possession. Paula Delray allows Dalton United to restart once again. Zach Perry over here to Saldana. Tony Saldana still looking decent ever since that little bit of a knock he took early in the first half. He's worked through that pain. Perez going back to Ramirez. He lifts it forward to Cholo. And able to see that ball out was number 2, Kellen Ferris for pre-college DA. Will be a throw for Dalton United, and as we talked about in the first half, these throws are almost like corners for Dalton United. So dangerous between these two Saldanas, Tony Saldana and Hernan. Hernan is going to be the one that's going to do this throw in. Nice long throw in into the box, headed, but cleared away by pre-college. Still in the path of Dalton United, and that ball blasted out will be a goal kick. Grant Clothier has decided he wants to go ahead and just send this long. Nice long ball out. Ball won by Asakwi for pre-college. Working down that far line. Into the box to Asakwi. Cleared away by Dalton United. Perry And that one just blasted off of Whistler. Into center circle. Sent forward from Powell. Polidori. He's going to try to go near line, but cut off by Dalton United. Will be a throw. Not the best throw in, but a throw in nonetheless. That ball deflected off of Dalton United to be another throw. Good work there by number 18, Nicholas Fuentes Cortez, for pre-college DA to win the throw. That's a better throw in, but punched away by Dalton United. Powell not able to get that to his partner. Hayes allows Dalton United to counter, but that pass just not strong enough. It allows for an easy takeaway by Ferris. Hayes. He's going to go back to Powell. Powell's going to go forward over there on the far side. AJ's looking for a path forward. Going to give it to Asakwi. Loses possession for a moment. Perry is able to get it to Brandon Saldana, who gives it to Villatoro and back to Saldana. Captain Ramirez over to Hernan Saldana. Trying to get it forward. Frank Herrera gets around AJ. But elects to go back to restart to Perry. Loses possession off of Hayes. Hayes gives it forward. Whistler now. Madrid able to get it to Polidori. Polidori going into the box, taken down. And a foul committed by Polidori on number 9. Villatoro allows Dalton United to win the foul and possession. Saldana gives it back to the other Saldana. And then over to Tony Saldana. Herrera back to Villatoro. Brandon Saldana. Just taking his time methodically, moving forward, peering for some sort of a path forward. Tony Saldana. Cholo Hernandez coming back from the striker position, back into midfield. Just moving the ball around. Oh, tried to get that ball to the on runner, not able to do so. But Pre-College are not out of the woods yet. They've got to get this ball cleared. Hernan Saldana earns a throw off of the deflection of Maddox Madrid. Let me spit that out. Nice long throw in. Jurgen Ramirez over to Tony Saldana. Back to Villatoro. Loses it for a second, but nobody from Pre-College in the area, so no harm, no foul. Tony Saldana going forward to Cholo Hernandez. He lays it off. Frank Herrera gets around the man. Cholo again with possession. Herrera back to Tony Saldana. Over to Brandon Saldana. And let there be light as the lights here at Dalton Stadium finally come on. That ball just tipped and Pat able to control it. It was just a low shot by Zach Perry. And Grant Clothier, the keeper for pre-college, got down on it but didn't completely control it, but it was barely in front of him and plenty of time for him to get back and win possession for pre-college. Hernan Saldana elects to go back to Jurgen Ramirez. He goes over to Tony Saldana. And over to Frank Herrera. Ramirez. Villatoro. Saldana. Ramirez again. 1-2 between Perry and Perez that didn't work out for them. But right back in control, all the way back from Greedy's. Tried to make the turn, wasn't able to do so. Polidori now wins possession for pre-college. Just had that ball too far in front of him. Allowed Dalton United to just poke it away from him. Perez coming back to give it to Villatoro. And this back line for Dalton United has changed here in the fall season as some of the players that we were used to seeing have moved on from the program. But it doesn't change how Coach Kiko has this squad operate. Just so methodical. That tiki-taka style, just complete control of the ball. Cholo Hernandez loses it just as I say that. That's always the commentator's curse. He wins it back. Slides it over to Hernan Saldana. Here's an opportunity. Into the box. Over to the far side. Cleared away by pre-college DA. Perry able to get it over to the far side, and Herrera wins it. Comes back to Saldana and over to Perez, who slides it over to Brandon Saldana, and he loses possession. Now here comes another attack from pre-college. Maddox held up a little bit by Medina, still able to have possession. AJ Acclain sending it into the box, cleared away by Villatoro. Will be a corner for pre-college DA. Very nice looking play there by pre-college. It's going to be AJ Acclain that's going to offer up this corner. Will be an in-swinger. Or I should say an out-swinger, excuse me. On the ground. Dalton United are able to clear the lines. All the way over here to Hernan Saldana on the near side. Goes back to Brandon Saldana. No need to press the motion forward. So Brandon just elects to hold on to the ball for a minute, let numbers move forward. Herrera over to Saldana. Into the box. Too far for anyone there, and it's going to roll out for a throw. And there's going to be a substitution coming on board. See if we can see who is going to be the substitute for this exchange. And And it's going to be Asakwe's day done. He is going to be replaced by number 24, Juan Marino. So Asakwe got in a solid 58 minutes of play. And we know that Zion Ash, number 33, was the player that was red carded in the 19th minute. So a good 80 minutes of playing a man down is this pre-college DA squad for a deliberate handball in the box to try and stop the attempted goal by Dalton United, which earned Zion the red card. Only one other card issued in that first half. In the 48th minute, Francisco Medina, the first goal scorer for Dalton United, was yellow carded in the 48th minute, trying to hold up play. These two teams will be back in action in the UPSL conference next week. Pre-college DA's next event will be on the 16th of October, taking on Tennessee Tempo at home. That ball is just going to bounce through. It'll be a goal kick over there at Richard Siegel Soccer Stadium, right there in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Dalton United's next campaign match will be at home. The Dalton Derby, they'll be taking on North Georgia United on the 12th, next Saturday, right here at Dalton Stadium. They actually got this week's UPSL match postponed as they were to go to Shiloh Stadium to take on Kalaji Pro Profile. That game was postponed so they could participate here in the US Open Cup. Like I said, these are the two teams that are representing the Tennessee and Georgia conferences for the UPSL, as there are 56 different teams, organizations that are competing in the Open Cup this 2025 campaign. A slew of teams competing from California, Florida, and a substitution. Francisco Medina is off. He is going to be replaced by number 4, Chris Lopez. So a good 61 minutes of action for Francisco. A nice long throw into the box. Deflected away, in possession for the newly entered Lopez, and he blasts that out. Will be a goal kick. I saw earlier a question in the chat asking if these teams would be competing against MLS teams if they make it further on in the Open Cup. As of right now, I can't give you an answer. Recently, the MLS had made it known that they were going to sit out the Open Cup. I think that is a travesty when it comes to this beautiful tournament. This tournament allows teams from all levels of U.S. soccer to compete against one another. Generally speaking, you do have a lot of the finals end up being MLS teams. Here in these first few levels, it's always good to see some of these lower league teams have an opportunity These two teams' opportunity from the UPSL, which is 4th Division semi-professional soccer here in the U.S. Here's an opportunity for Dalton United. Cholo Hernandez takes a shot, pulls it over the bar, out for a corner. It will be a corner. It was deflected off of the defender. Take a look once again at that opportunity. You see here, Cholo tries to turn and hits it with his left. Just a tiny little bit of deflection, out for a corner. We're just waiting for the teams to get the memo on the corner, as it's going to be Cholo Hernandez is going to give us this in-swinger as he's lining up. Into the box, headed away on the back post by Powell. And it's going to be a throw. Here's another opportunity for Hernan Saldana with this dangerous, dangerous throw in. Just a laser beam right into AJ Acclain. Headed back forward. Hayes, offsides was going to be called on Dalton United. Quickly taken by Hayes. Sending it forward, trying to make the turn. Was Juan Marino, number 24, that newly entered pre-college player, not able to get around Villatoro. Dalton United. Taking the time with possession. Zach Perry. He sends it forward to Ramirez. Trying to get it to Cholo. Under control by Ferris. Number 2, over to Powell. He sends it and clears it. Not able to control that ball was Madrid, number 13. Allows Dalton United to win possession yet again. Dalton United finally moving forward. Lopez trying to get around Ferris, not able to do so. Ferris with control, sliding it back to Powell. He clears it out, but right into the path of Perry. Saldana cleared. Goal kick for pre-college. If this stands the way it does, we'll find out more information about the next round for Dalton United. As still working through the gears was Herrera, cleared away by pre-college. Jurgen's going to send it all the way back to Greedy's. this first round of qualifiers was this weekend, the 5th and the 6th. Good ball forward. Lopez with control. Lays it off to Herrera. He does a slow roller to the keeper. And Grant Clothier is easily able to control it. Second round for the Open Cup qualifiers will be October 26th and 7th. Will be a significant larger amount of matches that will happen during that time, with the third round being in November on the 16th and 17th, just before Thanksgiving. We'll see how far Dalton United can do if they continue this winning way over pre-college DA. Still plenty of time and about 20 minutes to go. Pre-college could get back into this. They've got a long hill to climb. Not something that their fans should give up on them. Perry's going to send that over to the far side for Frank Herrera. He's in the box, takes a shot, and that one's going to go wide, out for a goal kick. Substitution coming on for Frank Herrera and also for Tommaso Polidori. He is going to be replaced by number 10, Alex Kennedy. Let's see if we can find out who came on for Herrera, number 10 for Dalton United. Gives Grant an opportunity to get us back underway. Brandon Saldana elects to see that ball out for a throw. Cholo Hernandez controlling it right on the line. And that ball is going to roll out, will be a throw. Temperature finally starting to drop as it is 77 degrees as the sun is setting in Georgia. Very little wind out there at all. Zach Perry is going to lift it across, not able to get it over there to Harrison Ferrer, who was the man that came on for Frank Herrera, excuse me. Now Cholo lost control of it for a second, got it back. Over across, shot taken. Good save by the keeper. Still rolls out, will be a corner for Dalton United. Another great opportunity out of nothing there for Dalton United. Take a look again really quick. You see this ball just kind of bouncing around, sliding across. Lopez says he'll take it on his own. Keeper saved it with his hands, but not able to completely control it. Rolls out, will be a corner here for Dalton United. It'll be Cholo Hernandez that will take this in-swinger. player down. Jurgen Ramirez, the captain, down for Dalton United. He looks to be done for the day. He's going to hand off the armband to Villatoro. Kevin will wear it for the remaining 17 minutes of regular play. I would expect a few minutes of stoppage time. Again, thank you everyone who is enjoying this beautiful soccer action here at Dalton Stadium on ASMG TV. If you like what we do, like and subscribe as we bring you all the action in UPSL. As long as other organizations, the UPSL and the USL in the Georgia area, this will be another corner for Dalton United. Cholo lining up that in-swinger yet again. Into the box. Good one into the box. Punched away. Back in, and that's a goal for Dalton United. And that is going to be Tony Saldana with the goal. An absolutely exquisite ball into the box. Right back to Saldana, and he just thumps it into the back of the net. Goal for Dalton United. That's pretty much going to do it for pre-college DA, as it is now Dalton United 3, pre-college DA 0. And they're also a man down in the 76th minute. I don't think that we are going to see a response that is going to be enough for this pre-college team. They're going to have the travel back up to the Murfreesboro area in Tennessee. And think about what it could have been here in the U.S. Open Cup. Pre-college trying to work down that far line. Losing his footing and going down was Juan Marino. Fighting with the Dalton man on the back corner, Tony Saldana. And there's going to be a foul. And this one's going to be committed by Dalton United. And it's going to give a really great opportunity for pre-college, basically right at the post. See here on the replay, foul committed right there. Basically a corner. Those MLS teams, I would expect, along with my colleague, if MLS teams do compete in the U.S. Open Cup, expect to see more of their MLS next teams that are like their twos. You won't see the ones probably compete in the Open Cup. Ball into the box, headed away by Dalton. So if you're from the Atlanta area, something like the Atlanta United twos or something like that, you'll probably see them in the U.S. Open Cup. But it doesn't look like, it seems like they're not going to have the ones play. It's just a sad commentary. We like to see the best of the best of the U.S. compete in this beautiful tournament. Hayes going over to the far side to Acclain. We'll find out more as this tournament goes along, as it will be many months before we get to a point to anything of, oh, there's a nasty little foul committed on Ferris. Earns Pre-College a really, really good opportunity. We're just about 5 yards out of the box. And they're going to allow a substitution at this time. Right now it is Whistler, Mason Whistler over the ball with the claim. It's going to be the end of the day for Tony Saldana, number 24. He's going to be replaced by number 16, Chava Rodriguez for Dalton United. Just waiting for Saldana. And here we go. Got a 5-man wall for Dalton United. Gertie's has got them all set up where they want. Whistler is going to be the one that's going to take this kick for Pre-College. Not a lot of space to get it up and down, but on frame, able to, and right into the basket. That is John Gertie's, or Greedy's, excuse me. Sorry, John, Greedy's. Good save by the Dalton keeper. Lopez transitioning forward. Plenty of space for him to operate. Ferris with a great little nick to win possession for a second. Cholo, he's going to swap play, trying to get it to Brandon Saldana, not going to get there, but the other Saldana, Hernan Saldana, did get there. It's going to come over to Lopez again, back to the newly entered Rodriguez. Chava, he's going to try to switch play. Able to get it over to Hernan. He surveys the field, elects to go short to Brandon Saldana. Chava, he's going to elect to go back to Villatoro. He's going to send it long to Cholo. Cholo holds up, elects to lay it off to Perry. Perry sends it headed away. Haynes, he goes down, back up. Hayes moving forward, the captain for Pre-College. Switch of play, but just in the way was Hernan Saldana for Dalton United. Brandon Saldana. Here's a break for Dalton United. Perry over to Cholo. Cholo's on. Receives it, gives it back to Perry. Perry looking for somewhere to go, elects to go to Lopez. Having a conversation with the center official. Here comes Cholo. Going back. One time back and forth between Cholo. Perry. Hernan Saldana going forward. Hernan again. Tried to make the turn, not able to control it. Pre-College now. Madrid loses footing, goes down, allows Dalton United with possession. Cholo Hernandez lays it off. Perry. Ferrer over to that far side. Shot into the box, right into the arms of Grant. Again, when you look at these teams in their respective regular season action, Pre-College DA is in 5th place in the UPSL Tennessee-Kentucky Conference, whereas Dalton United is the top seed of the UPSL Georgia Conference. Undefeated so far in this fall 2024 campaign. Not able to be on the same page is number 10, Alex Kennedy, and his teammates, Hayes and Elaine, over there on that far side. Allows another throw in for Dalton United. 84 minutes about to be wrapped up here. 6 to go, plus any stoppage time. Expect some of that stoppage time to kind of dwindle down with the score line. I would expect if the score line was a little bit closer, center official would be willing to extend stoppage time with all the substitutions and injuries. Being a 3-0 lead, I would expect him to shorten it up just a little bit. Dalton United just controlling the ball as they wish. Hernan Saldana able to just keep it in play. Works down the line. Absolutely losing his footing was Ferrer, number 13, Harrison. And there's a foul right at the edge of center circle for Pre-College. Center official asking Hayes just to slow it down as he was trying to go quickly. Substitution. It's going to be the end of the day for Maddox Madrid, number 13. He's going to be replaced by number 66. Dalton United just maintaining possession here in these late stages of this match. Zach Perry, he's moving the ball forward. That one's going to get knocked out, and it will be a corner. Impressive win for Dalton United. They continue their winning ways. This will be an outswinger for Cholo Hernandez. Taken quickly into the box. Headed away by Pre-College. Hernan Saldana. He goes back all the way to Villatoro. Lays it off for Rodriguez. Rodriguez receives it after passing to Brandon Saldana. Greedy's with a wonderful clean sheet for him as he got to play all 90 minutes tonight. Didn't have to share it with Soria tonight. Over to Rodriguez. Chava's going to move forward. Plenty of space to work. He elects to just switch play over to Hernan Saldana. and Zach Perry. Pre-college is willing to just accept defeat tonight. Tip their cap to the better team. Again, only 2 cards were issued the entire game, both of them in the first half. That deliberate handball in the box in the 19th minute to number 33, Zion Ash. And then a yellow card issued to number 21, Francisco Medina, in the 48th minute. So just that yellow card and the red card. The rest has been calm as you would like it from these squads. No major animosity from either squad. It's going to be Mason Whistler that get us back underway here in the 90th minute. Hayes lifts it forward, but Villatoro just there to nick it away from Juan Marino, and it'll be a corner for Pre-College. Quickly taken. Whistler lays it off. Shot taken. That one's just simply out for a goal kick for Dalton United. Doesn't really give any type of threat to John Greedy's. And he gets us back underway quickly. All around superb performance from this Dalton United squad. Just really awful luck for Pre-College to receive that that red card so early in the match. It's just so hard to succumb. That kind of a decision. Ferris fouled. Here in the 91st minute. Dalton United not in a hurry to get that ball back underway as we're through the first minute of stoppage time. We're just at the mercy of the center official. He's making the sign for 1 minute. Looks like he's going to allow 1 more minute of play. Lopez trying to send that ball forward. Bouncing around. Dalton United tried to take advantage of the slow clearance by Pre-College, but it went right into the arms of the keeper. Good sliding tackle there by Dalton United to win possession. They're still looking to make something out of this match, even though that they're up by 3. There's still more to work on. Whistler moving down, gives it off to Acclain on this near side, into the box, bouncing around, cleared out. Kennedy lifts it back forward, headed away. Whistler going back. Mateo, we haven't called his name hardly at all. That one is headed away, and that is going to do it, folks. We end the 90 minutes here at Dalton Stadium, and it ends Dalton United 3, Pre-College DA 0. That is going to let Dalton United move on in this US Open Cup qualifying rounds. Next round should be October 26th, 27th timeline for them. That is going to do it for our coverage here at Dalton Stadium. It's been a very, very fun match to cover for you. Congratulations to Dalton United for the win. Safe travels for pre-college DA back to Tennessee. Get ready for the next match in the UPSL conferences. So for Andre Bomar and Krishna Bomar, I have been Larry Weaver. Thank you so much for watching today's coverage, and we'll see you next time here on the pitch on ASMG TV.
This has been a presentation of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.